So let's start the class. Today we will discuss about approaches to the settlement geography. What is an approach? You have read it before. What is the approach to any paper or any subject? What is the approach? Yes, I will be very brief because you people have read it before. So approach is, yes, anyone? Anyone has any idea about approach? Yes, approach is the way we study the subject, the way we tackle the subject, our paper. Okay, the way, the perspective. We will discuss this. So, in study of settlement geography, we have some classification of approaches. According to Hartshorne, there are two approaches to settlement geography: systematic approach and regional approach. According to Hartshorne, there are two approaches: systematic approach and regional approach. What is a systematic approach? Can you guess? I think you have studied it before. Yes. What is the systematic approach? Yes. Anyone? What is the systematic approach? Yes. What is a systematic approach? Systematic approach to study the subject in its various components, various structural components. If there are any components, we study how the system, how the settlement geography or settlements work, how this system work, the working of the system. You can see the board. Yes. Can you all see the board? And you can read what is written there. Working of the parts, or working of the structure, or working of the components. How the components are related to each other. How the components are related to each other. What their dynamics is. What their dynamics of working. How their dynamics work. How the interrelationship works. How the interaction takes place. That is the systematic approach of any paper, any project, any paper. Systematic approach, system-based approach. How the system works. How the system works. If we are studying the paper or the subject in the manner where we are focusing on how the system works, that is systematic approach. According to Hartshorne as a famous geographer, according to Hartshorne, there are two approaches to settlement geography: systematic approach and regional approach. What is the systematic approach? Systematic approach is to study how the system works, how the different components relate to each other, what their dynamics is, how the interaction between these components, suppose these are components A, B, C, D and all, how they are related to each other. That is the systematic approach of studying settlement geography. Then Hartshorne also said that there is a regional approach. What is regional approach? What is a region? Can you tell me what is a region? Region is a very basic concept of geography. What is a region in geography? Yes. What is the region in geography? Yes. Anyone? Yes.
Sir, the region is the place having the homogeneous character.
And yes, there is one more parameter. Homogeneous character. Suppose this is a region. Homogeneous character on for the parameter we have selected. We select different parameters for classifying or delimiting regions. So, homogeneous character inside the region and yes.
So distinguishable characteristics.
Distinguishable characteristic from outside.
From the surrounding areas.
Yes, outside. Outside the region. Homogeneous inside, and it is very much distinguishable from outside on the basis of the parameter we have selected. Region change. On the basis of parameters, we are talking about in the context of the parameter or the indicator or the characteristic. Characteristic are a set of characteristics. Characteristic are a set of characteristics. If you are selecting more than one characteristic, then it is a set of characteristics. Homogeneous inside, the key phrase is homogeneous inside and distinguishable from outside. Yes. So, according to Hartshorne, that was the characteristic of that was the two approaches. Then after that, Dickinson also given a description of settlement geography approaches to the study of settlement geography. He said that we can study settlement geography by three approaches. According to him, first approach is the genetic approach. What is a genetic approach? Can you guess? What is the genetic? What do we mean by genetic approach? Yes. What we do in this approach, according to Dickinson gave this classification. Genetic approach. First we will discuss about genetic approach. There are other approaches, but first we will discuss about genetic approach. Otherwise, maybe some confusion will take place. Yes, it is based, we study the subject on the basis of historical processes. A history of the place. Or place is what here? Settlement. We calling the place settlement. We are calling the place settlement of history of the settlements. And what does how we study history of the settlement? We study in this
origin of
yes, origin of the settlement. Yes. So what tools we have? Yes. What tools? History of the settlement, past, present, and future. That is the history of the settlement. History and today, these days, we are using the term future history. That is a very interesting term. Though that is very contradicting, but there is a famous book on that, Future History of Mankind. So, means in time perspective. So, how we can know about the history of the settlement? How? Let's take a city for an example. How you can study the history of the settlement? What will you do? क्या
So by
करेंगे?
studying the written accounts that are
What accounts?
available.
Yes, Bugda. What accounts?
Written accounts that are
Written
available.
accounts, written documents. Yes, maps, gazetteers, historical text. Yes, you're right.
And by studying the structure of that city or the monuments that are present there.
Yes, and we study the history, and sometimes place name tells us much about the settlement. Like, can you give an example? Yes. There is a very interesting place name is Urdu Bazaar. That means Urdu means in the historical text, Urdu means in India military. So Urdu Bazaar means the military was camped there. Or sometimes it is called cant simply. Cant means cantonment. And there is a term D. Giridi. Have you heard that term? An example is Giridi. Have you heard about D? If the D is added to a name, then it is. We will talk about it in later classes, but a brief description. D is the settlement where it is believed that the settlement is situated on the remains of an earlier settlement. समझ रहे हैं मेरी बात? डी अगर लगा हुआ है तो इसका मतलब ये सेटलमेंट किसी पुराने सेटलमेंट की रिमेन्स पर माउंट पे, अक्सर ये ऊंचा होता है, माउंट पे बना हुआ है. अगर वहां एक्सकवेशन किया जाए तो कोई अर्लियर सेटलमेंट निकलेगा. समझ रहे मेरी बात? So we study in this manner, and any other means old maps. Old maps are there in archives of the libraries. Old decrees. Decree means, what is a decree? Can you tell me? What is a decree? Yes, what is a decree?
Order, sir.
Order, yes, it is order. Old orders, old deeds, old agreements. They tell us much about the history of the settlement. Now we study, according to Dickinson, we study in genetic approach. There are three subsets: retrogressive, yes, retrogressive, retrospective, and prospective. We start by prospective. What is prospective? Prospective comes from prospect. Yes. What is prospective? Yes. Anyone?
So that may happen in the coming time.
Yes, Mugdha. What are the prospects? What is the likely future course of that settlement? How it will develop? you can predict the future by studying the present, isn't it? हम फ्यूचर प्रोजेक्ट कर सकते हैं या गेस कर सकते हैं ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ present and past. So that is the future course of action or prospects. What are the prospects of the settlement? Like you can say that Aligarh is going to be a big city, Hathras is going to be a big city, Bulandshahr is going to be a big city, Sikandrabad is very likely to develop into a big city. There are reasons. They are the reasons to your assumptions. So that is prospective. Then retrospective. What is it? There are two very confusing terms: retrogressive and retrospective. कोई बता सकता है मुझे what are they? Yes. Yes. Yes, Ishfaqul. Anyone can?
Sorry, sir, no idea.
Yes.
No idea, sir. I don't know.
No idea. Okay. Retrospective and retrogressive both mean thinking from the past, looking into the past. Yes, both retrospective and retrogressive means looking into the past. But in retrospective, we study the past, the settlement of past in a positive manner. What happened in the past, what bad things happened in the past should not be happened in present and future. And retrogressive mean retrogressive is also is a negative term. Looking to the past with nostalgia and going to the past to recreate the past. Are you getting me or not? थोड़ा दोनों टर्म्स बहुत कंफ्यूजिंग हैं, दोनों का ऑलमोस्ट एक ही मतलब है, बट रिट्रोस्पेक्टिव इज लुकिंग टू द पास्ट विद positive mindset, and retrogressive means looking to the past with negative mindset, going to the past. मतलब जैसा था पास्ट में वैसा कर दें. क्या ऐसा किया जा सकता है? Can it be done? Can we go to the past in the terms of development? Yes. I want your yes, Mugdha.
Sir, it may happen.
It may happen, but is it possible? Can you take Aligarh to the earliest phases of 50 years back? Can you recreate the Aligarh?
It cannot be done intentionally, but war, the areas that are suffering from war from since last 20 years or so, they may have been.
But it cannot be done intentionally, because you cannot roll back the wheel of development. You cannot roll back the wheel of change. And in retrogressive, we want to do that. Yes, it can happen in a war and a devastation. Yes, you're right. But we cannot intentionally do it. If we want to intentionally do it, the consequences will be bad. So that is the difference between retrospective and retrospective means जो गलतियाँ पास्ट में हुई हैं या कुछ बहुत अच्छी चीज़ें रही होंगी जो आज हम गड़बड़ कर दी हमने, तो हम वी लुक टू द पास्ट कि हम वो फिर से रिक्रिएट कर लें अच्छी चीज़ें, जो जैसे environmental preservation or better utilization of resources हम पास्ट में बेटर यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ रिसोर्सेज किया करते थे, अब हम नहीं कर रहे हैं, तो वो चीज़ रिक्रिएट अगर आप कर लें तो इट विल बी बेनिफिशियल, दो इट यू कैन नॉट कॉपी एग्जैक्टली द पास्ट, बिकॉज वो जो बदल गया ना, वो जो बदल गया वो बदल गया, वो आप कुछ कर नहीं सकते उसका। हाँ, यू कैन look into the past and take good characteristics from there, not bad. Good, what you want, and what is good or what is bad. Yes, to us what is good or bad बहुत relative term है. Yes, what is good? Yes, Manish, what is good from the development perspective, from the growth perspective? Yes. Good is what we want to do and what course we want to go. That is good. That is good for us. Isn't it? क्योंकि कोई एक ही चीज किसी के पर्सपेक्टिव से अच्छी बुरी हो सकती है. What future? Suppose you want to crack the IAS exam or UPSC, then you will have a different course of action for you. And if you want to do research, you will have to course a different course of action and different habits, isn't it? Or you want to be an MBA, then you will have to take a different course of action. दोनों में, ये तीनों में एक तरह की चीजें नहीं चलेंगी. Hard work is there. So that is good. If you want to do MBA, that is good for you. If you want to be an IAS, that is good for you. If you want to do research, that is good for you. Okay. So that is good from your perspective. Okay. So second approach Dickinson advocated, and it was further augmented by Ratzel. It is spatial or regional approach. Again we are here. Spatial or regional approach. Spatial or Ratzel was main proponent of this approach. Spatial or regional. Regional we discussed. What is spatial? What is there in space? Yes. What is spatial? What is space? Yes. What is space? Can anyone tell me what is space? Yes. What is space? Geography में देखिए हम कहते हैं कि geography is a spatial science. Related to a science related to space. So what is space? Can anyone tell me what is space? Yes, Chef. What is space? Yes. What is space? What space has? क्या होता है स्पेस में? ज्योग्राफिकल स्पेस में क्या हो रहा होता है? अगर आप किसी चीज को वैसे डिफाइन नहीं कर सकते तो ये देखिए, हमेशा ये देखिए कि उसकी क्या कैरेक्टरिस्टिक हैं, what is there that defines that also defines the phenomenon. Yes, what is there in space? If we are going to study settlement geography in a spatial or regional perspective, what is there in space? Yes, what is there in space? In space, there is history. Yes, any more thing? History में events. There is culture. Yes, isn't it? There is development. There is cuisine, although cuisine is a part of culture. There are clothes. There are traditions. there is polity or politics. I prefer the term polity. So, and many more. Culture, history, traditions, beliefs, values, that is in space. And one more thing. Connections between people to people connection, cultural connection, historical connections means interaction between points. Connections, geography is all about space and connections. So we study connections and space. In space, connection lies. And sometimes connection defines the space. How? Can anyone give me example? Yes. Yes, connection defines the space. How? Our connection defines the region. Can anyone tell me? Yes, I'm giving you an example. You know Europe? Yes. There are many countries in Europe. Sometime back, there was a very fierce war between these countries. सब आपस में लड़ रहे थे. तो वो अलग अलग स्पेस थे, पॉलिटिकल स्पेस थे. बाद में उन्होंने क्या किया कि उन्होंने एक यूरोपियन यूनियन बना ली. यू नो यूरोपियन यूनियन? यस. Yes. Anyone know the European Union? Yes, Rubia. Yes. यूरोपियन यूनियन बना ली तो वो ऑलमोस्ट एक कंट्री जैसा हो गया. यूरोपियन यूनियन सुना है? हमने भी एक यूनियन बनाई है, although it is not working as good as European Union, but it is working. We have created SAARC, South Asian Association of Regional Cooperation. South Asian Association of Regional, it is us and our neighboring countries. We want to go to a common market and common currency and common infrastructure, but it's not going very fast in future. So that defines the region. यूरोप एक रीजन हो गया, एक डिस्टिंक्ट रीजन हो गया जब उन्होंने अपने कनेक्शंस बना लिए, बहुत अच्छे से यूरोपियन यूनियन बना ली. राइट? द लैटिन अमेरिकन कंट्रीज की एक यूनियन है, तो वो स्पेस को रीडिफाइन करती है. तो कनेक्शंस रीडिफाइन स्पेसेस, डजंट इट? The connections are very important. Connections are space are interlinked. So according to Dickinson, one approach of studying settlement geography is genetic approach, and spatial or regional approach, and third is ecological or environmental approach. What is this? Ecological or environmental approach. What is environmental approach? Yes, ecological and or environmental. Today we are defining everything in ecological and environmental terms. Why? क्यों हम इतना environment पे जोर दे रहे हैं? Can anyone tell me? Yes. Why we are focusing on environment much these days? Yes. क्योंकि हमने environment को खराब कर दिया है. Now we want to repair it, or at least we want that it is not going to deteriorate further. We want to check the deterioration, or we want to slow the deterioration of the environment. तो हम ऐसे काम करना चाहते हैं. तो यहाँ क्या करते हैं हम? सेटलमेंट इन्वायरमेंट रिलेशनशिप की बात करते हैं. what is the in this approach, settlement and environment, what is the relationship of the settlement to environment? How the settlement affects the environment and how the environment affects the settlement. That is the approach. That is the approach to study the. In this approach, we study the settlements in the context of settlement environment relationship.